What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. You see the title, King of Consciousness or King of Gossip. Here we have Umar Johnson lounging around, of course, on his donor's dime in a struggle hotel motel, talking about really a bunch of nothing when he could be using this time to get open to FDMG. Still no certificate of occupancy. Still no updates as far as the school goes along. But he has time to gossip. Let's get into the video.
Kev Boogie, where you at, Kev Boogie?
I'm here. I'm here. What's good, Dr. Umar? How
Where
you
you
doing,
at,
brother?
King? What city you in?
I'm in Houston, Texas. How you doing
Oh
today, my
man, you
brother?
in Houston, I'm in Dallas. We're gonna jump right into it, good brother. What's your take on the whole Puffy situation and why so many sisters want him to hang out to dry when they know men in their own life who've done the same thing? Talk.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
Now let's keep this in mind. This man is going on 5 years. Like I said, he acquired the schools February 2019. We are almost going into 2025. I mean, we got about 2 months left of the year. And this man is concerned about P. Diddy and not opening this school. You gotta understand something. This man is literally chilling in a hotel that he did not pay for, right? And worried about another man when his goal and when his life mission is supposed to be saving black boys.
I think it's because he is celebrity, and I'm not gonna lie. It's just all of the stuff that's come out is crazy. Me personally, my take on it is like I wasn't even expecting to see all of that. Homeboy, he really went crazy. A lot of the stuff, like it's hard to say that he's not guilty being everything that we saw. Like it was so much stuff that came out. The videos with him, Justin Bieber. That's what people do when they get a lot of power, when they get money. Like the greed is insane. He was going crazy.
I feel you. I feel you. What's your take on the dating situation between black men and black women? You yourself, are you single, good brother?
Yeah,
Man, he can't do not one live without mentioning women. Like I said, I really think this man has an obsession with um with cookies. He just can't get it off of his mind. It's on his mind 24/7, 365. Like I believe he was as focused on cookies. We put that same energy into opening this school, he will be a lot further along.
I am single now. I just got out of a crazy relationship with a black sister like 4 months ago myself. So
Okay, and if
yeah.
if you don't, what led to, without getting too specific, what led to that relationship coming to an end?
Honestly, just she was ungrateful. I felt like it was I never did enough, basically.
Again, on live, talking about relationship talks, when he could be using the same time to meet with board members, going over reviewing resumes for teachers, for secretary staff, for janitors, for nurses, going over and refining the curriculum. All these things he could be doing with his time, but instead he's on live talking about P. Diddy and talking about women and relationships.
Even though I did a lot. That's like, some women just want too much from somebody, and I'm young. I'm only 22, so my life just getting started. I'm still a young brother, and everybody's circumstances is different. My life was hard. I've been through a lot. A lot of black families, when they come from broken homes. So it's a lot when you ain't have both of your parents growing up.
I feel you.
Yo,
And
what do
you
you got?
said, I hear from a lot of black men that they feel the sisters are too ungrateful and unappreciative.
Yep.
But let me flip that on the other side. Do you feel that we as black men are appreciative enough of the sacrifices that black women are making? Is this a two-way thing or is this a one-way thing?
I definitely think it's a two-way thing, but at the same time, when
One thing you always got to remember about Umar Johnson, he's always going to side with women. And you got to understand the reason behind that. Majority of Umar's base and his supporters are women. So he's never going to go really too hard on the women, ultimately because they allow him to live this lifestyle where he doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to have a job. He collects PayPal's and Cash App donations for a living, and he gets to live the good life.
Let me see, how do I put this? Because it's definitely a two-way thing. Because at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. Y'all both have to be in. It got to be 100-100. It can't be 50-50.
Now, when you say 100, are you looking for your queen to split the economics 50-50 down the middle?
I mean, that depends because at the end of the day, like everybody's financial situation not the same. Not everybody is born into riches or knows people that can help them get in a predicament to where they could achieve those riches. But at the end of the day, if you have somebody with you that's willing to go 50-50, then that shouldn't be a problem. Not every woman nowadays think that that's okay. A lot of these young girls think, that the man should take care of everything and it should be, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. So it just depends on who you with. But that's why. Go ahead,
Do
Umar.
you feel that young black women are too promiscuous? Do you feel that there's a lack of value for the vagina by the black women who have the vagina?
Most definitely.
He just can't. What did I just tell you? He can't not go not one live. We're talking about women, talking about cookies, 5'5" thick in the thighs. It's just like that's all this brother thinks about. All this brother thinks about.
Definitely.
Why do you
Most
say that?
definitely.
Why do you say that?
It's just the culture nowadays, new generation. I'm telling you, like the music and everything going on nowadays, social media, the influence is so heavy to where they think that it's okay to chase this lifestyle that they see these celebrities living when that's not who they are. A lot of people nowadays don't have a mind of their own. They just go to whatever's trending. And when Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and all these other people is trending and everything is coochie this, coochie that, booty hole this, like the music is ridiculous. And that's what they singing and they throwing their ass and they twerking and they going ahead and giving it to whoever, look like they got money and they end up with whatever they end up with.
Got you. Where you stand right now on the Kamala Harris Donald Trump presidential
I'm
election?
gonna be completely honest with you, brother. I understand what's going on, but at the end of the day, you got to go with the lesser of two evils. And I got to go with Trump, bro, because Kamala, everything I'm seeing, everything I'm hearing from her, she already been in office almost 4 years now. She's not doing nothing, brother. You got to go with the lesser of two evils. Trump was here, the economy was better, a lot of things was better when he was in office, so I'm gonna have to go with him.
I feel you. I feel you. My last question.
Man, this brother is literally playing question and answer. When you would think, like I said, for someone that collected millions of dollars from the community, right? It took him several years just to find a school. He finally acquires a school in 2019. Going on 5 years now. No sense of urgency whatsoever. No sense of urgency to get the school open, to get the certificate of occupancy, nothing. And yet you'll still have Umar supporters in my comments trying to tell me that this is not a scam. The brother just needs more time. But this is how he's using to spend his time on live, talking about meaningless things, 50-50, the election. These are things that we hear on the internet on a daily basis. You would think a more productive use of his time would be trying to get this school open if that's really was his true intentions.
uh, for you, good brother. Um,
He said I voted Kanye.
huh,
Yo.
child support. A lot of brothers are telling me that child support is the reason why they're not having children. It's the reason why, if they get married, they're not having babies.
This is a man who with several $1,000s in the rear on child support. Um, like I said, I'll probably do a video on that coming soon. I remember Lenore Honor pulled up the court documents exposing Umar Johnson and his being behind on child support, which makes you think, how can a man who doesn't even take care of his own children, but yet he's convinced others that he's going to save your black boy when we couldn't even save his own children? Just doesn't make any sense.
Some brothers are saying that they're not going to date black women because they don't want to end up in child support, although we know they can end up in child support for any woman. Uh, my question to you is, do you think child support is such a crisis issue in our community that it is influencing a lot of men to not get involved with our women? Is child support that big of an issue?
I most definitely do think so, because at the end of the day, I feel like with that, a large part of the control.
Again, like I said, this whole conversation is a complete waste of time. We want to talk about child support. I mean, if you don't want to be on child support, it's very simple. Either you abstain from sex or you wear protection. If you do those two things, it's a very, very, very high likelihood you won't have a child. Again, like I said, Umar is just wasting time talking about things that really don't matter. How about we discuss what's the issue in actually black society is we have these charlatans like Umar Johnson. We already have a lot of mistrust as a people as a whole, and we have charlatans like Umar Johnson who come in the community. People believe in them. They they raise millions of dollars for these causes, and then they never deliver on what they say they're going to do. That's the big issue we have in the black community, and that's why we can never build anything or have any institutions, because we wind up always getting behind these charlatans, and they run off with the money, they raise the money, and then when it's time to produce, it's excuse after excuse after excuse.
Goes to the women. Like you don't particularly hear about a man putting a woman on child support. Typically, it's a woman putting a man on child support. So with that, like the way that they've already constructed the black communities to be, which is why I love a lot of what you do, even though so many people find it hilarious. I love a lot of what you do, is because the way that they construct our areas and our neighborhoods as a whole is to create conflict between the black race as it is. So it's like, instead of people seeing that and wanting to come together, look at the things that they do to one another, and it's seen every single day. So I just think that you got to be careful who you mess with. That's why you're not supposed to jump into things with people too fast. You're not supposed to have kids too fast. You got to do things the right way, and when you do things the right way, life is just good going forward. So you don't got to worry about that. But
Do
it is what it
you
is.
do you plan to live with your queen before you marry her, or do you prefer to get married first and then move in together? Do you think you should have some experience first
Well,
living together?
typically, if you want to do things the right way, you're not supposed to live with the person before you marry them. I already made the mistake of living with somebody before I got married, and that got me to where I'm at right now. Like, I learned a lot from it. It's not a bad thing, but at the end of the day, you know, I think I'm
This man is on here. We've already been 10 minutes in trying to be a relationship counselor when I mean, he doesn't even have any stable relationships with women. He has, fake wedding ceremonies. He has two children that we know of that we never see him with, never spend any time with. You never hear anything from his baby mamas. I mean, they're probably embarrassed to even be associated with this man and this scamming. And this is the man that people think should be a principal, should be a leader, should be mentoring young black boys.
gonna try to do things the right way, take it a little slower, and then get married first, and then see what happens. But same time, you do kind of want to know what it's like being living with somebody first, so that you know who you're marrying, because when you live in a household with somebody, they change. And I do have hair on my chest, by the way. You're not funny. I got hair on my chest. But anyways, yeah. When you live with somebody, you see the real them. So
Got you, got you. Thanks for tapping in, King. Good
I
info.
appreciate you for adding me, brother. Keep on doing your thing, brother.
Likewise, beloved. Be safe, God.
All right, you too.
All right. That was Kev Boogie holding it down for the young Africans. I need to see your face, Keisha. Where you at, sweetheart? I gotta see you.
Let's see.
You could already see the smile on his face. He rubbing his hands like Birdman. He already thinking 5'5", thick in the thighs. You can see the grin on his face.
Why? Wait, is it?
Where you at,
Let's turn the
Keisha?
camera.
Okay.
Wait,
Hold on.
wait. We're trying to turn the camera. Wait,
I don't want to see your speedometer, Keisha. I need to see your.
1 second.
wait. Where's the camera?
There's something wrong with it.
Is that
We may have to log off.
Oh wait, maybe right here.
Y'all stole somebody's phone?
No. we could.
Where y'all
Okay.
at?
Oh, there we are.
Hi.
Okay, there y'all go. How y'all going? How y'all doing, ladies? Where y'all at? What city?
We're in New York.
New York.
Which borough? Which borough?
We're in Long Island.
Long Island, strong Island.
Island.
How's the dating scene in New York with the brothers? They treating y'all well? What's going on?
Well, I'm not currently dating.
Oh, you taking a break right now?
Yes.
All them brothers in New York, why you taking a break?
I really haven't came across someone that sparked my interest. It
Okay.
seems like the guys they are into playing a lot of games, and I don't really have time for that. I'm really, looking for someone who, is looking for a serious, committed relationship.
What are the main two games that the brothers are playing? What's the main two games they running on the Queens right now up in the drive?
You want to answer that one?
No, I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Well, they have multiple women without informing.
Okay, so y'all being manipulated into plural marriage without your consent.
Yes.
Okay, I
Unfortunately.
can understand. They should be honest. And what's another? What after that? What's the next biggest scam they running on the Queens?
I don't know. What would you say, Mackenzie?
The next biggest scam they run on the Queens is donating to organizations like FDMG, non-existing schools. Again, like I said, man, I just don't. I really made this video for the Umar supporters. I just don't understand. Like, we just use some common sense and logic. If this school was such a priority, you would think every minute, every moment would be dedicated to trying to get this school open so you could educate black boys. If you ever think the thing about Umar, he's never talking to black boys. You never see him talking to younger men. You never see him talking to 14 to 18, 12 to 18. He's always either talking to women, primarily 95% of the time, and a few times the few brothers you see him talking to, the conversation is kind of short and to the point. Like I said, this was just an update. Really more of nothing. King of gossip. No certificate of occupancy. No new updates as far as FDMG is going along. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.